Yeah, 20 years ago tomorrow. Where were you on September 11th, 2001? You know, that's one of the first questions many of us ask each other when you think about, oh my gosh, it's been 20 years. Well, many current Fox 29 employees, my colleagues, and including me, were right here at work. And like the rest of the country, we all have a story to tell. Now, this segment, this piece, runs longer than our normal segments. But I want you to watch. Ironically, it runs 9 minutes and 11 seconds.
September 11, 2001 started out as a perfect fall day, sunshine, warm day. I was in the kitchen making breakfast for my 2 young children, and the phone rang.
September 11th always had an important meaning to me because 2 years before September 11th, 2001, I married my beautiful wife, April.
Well, September 11th started off like any other day. I was walking down Market Street, headed into Fox 29. I was at my usual coffee place, and I got a phone call from the assignment desk.
It must have been around 8:50. Somebody gets in my ear from the control room. So we're going to punch up a shot from our sister station, Fox 5 in New York. Their helicopter is up over Manhattan, and it looks as if a small plane has slammed into one of the towers at the World Trade Center.
Not sure exactly what this is, but this is a major problem on top of one of the twin towers in the southern section of Manhattan.
I walked into a coffee shop to get some early morning coffee. I looked up at a monitor and saw the first plane hit the tower.
Those of us in the news business have what we call a go bag, and that means something you can grab. You don't have to pack. You're ready to go in a millisecond when big news breaks. And so I grabbed that, and we were on the way on the New Jersey Turnpike as soon as possible.
I remember calling my wife. My kids were like 2 and 4 at the time, and telling her I didn't know when I was going to be home.
And then everyone started to scramble, and everyone ran to the newsroom, and it changed everything.
I hit the newsroom, and as you can imagine, it was chaos. And as I'm talking to my producers, I look up and I see a plane hit the second tower.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God.
And I said to my producer, there's video of this? And she's like, no, why? And I said, because another plane, they just showed a plane hitting the towers. It was the second plane hitting the second tower.
I think we can almost confirm this is a terrorist situation. Another plane flies into one of the towers.
And then you know for sure that it was a terrorist attack.
We started trying to figure out how we was going to get into New York City.
We did like 90 miles an hour going up the turnpike because you couldn't go into New York at that point. Everything was closed. So we went to Liberty State Park because we knew that looked right down on the World Trade Center. And as we got there, we saw the second tower come down. And it was one of the most unbelievable sights I've ever seen in my entire life. Probably the worst sight I've ever seen.
So much smoke and dust, and you couldn't believe your eyes. And Lower Manhattan is the first thing you see when you're driving from Philadelphia to New York, and you see New York missing its big front tooth, and you're like, oh my God.
I'm a native New Yorker, so I'm looking like, wow, the skyline has just been, you know, forever changed.
It was so surreal what was going on, the smoke coming from Lower Manhattan. It was just almost impossible to believe what was going on. My stomach was up in my throat.
And now I'm starting to think, oh my, is Philadelphia maybe going to be next? A block away? Because that would be a target they would hit, the birthplace of America. And then I remember saying to Janet, by this time the buildings had collapsed. I leaned over and I said to her, our lives will 20 years later, this still happens.
We're thinking, what else is going to happen? Because then you hear a plane in Pennsylvania, and you're thinking, how many other planes are there? So we're not tuned to the TV, we're tuned to the story, and we're just hearing other things while covering the story. And then we hear about Washington, and we're like, we're completely under attack.
We made our way to the Pentagon and saw the plumes of dark black and gray smoke coming from that building. For us, it was just go into work mode and do what you have to do to cover the story and get it on the air.
The country's under attack and you're running into the war zone. It's kind of crazy, you know, but we do news, so that's what we do.
I think we processed immediately what the nature of this attack was, how many lives would be lost, and immediately we dropped into what we call reporting mode.
So at the same time, you're thinking, can this really be happening? And then at the other time, your journalism instincts are taking over, and you're like, yes, it's happening, and we got to cover the story.
We talked to multiple people who were in the towers when the towers got hit, including a guy who told me he was on one of the floors and he was looking out the window, and a guy came out the window flying past him, and all he could see was the guy going by and his tie flapping in the wind, and the guy started to cry.
People would come up to us with pictures of the missing, their loved ones, and that was one of the hardest things too. Just, I can't tell you how many people I recorded just, you know, this is Joe Smith, he was in the 82nd floor, please help if you see him.
And are they going to find anybody alive? And you're not thinking at that point that there's not going to be any survivors after that first day. You're thinking, let's find some people, and sadly, it was hard to find anything for weeks and weeks and weeks.
We would punch up shots of doctors outside of emergency rooms at hospitals all over, especially lower Manhattan. And they just stood there, and nobody ever showed up.
And I was like, yo, Doc, what'd you see? You know, did you help anybody? And he was like, Mike, there's nobody to help.
But then we would look for, you know, signs of hope out there. I remember when they dropped that American flag. You know, I had worked in Washington for a number of years, drove past the Pentagon daily almost. And for me, the Pentagon was this amazing sign of strength for us.
As an editor, a lot of times you see crime scenes and you kind of have to remove yourself from it. But 9/11, because you're watching thousands of people die when the buildings collapsed, Americans just like you, right up I-95, it helps you realize that there's a human side to every story.
The next day, we actually went to one of the firehouses closest to Ground Zero. And we walked in, and the faces, the stories, the people we talked to, I've never seen people so moved, so patriotic, so refusing to give up in my life.
To me, it seems like yesterday, and yet a long time ago, if that makes any sense. It was a life-changing moment for all of us.
I think covering 9/11 will clearly be the biggest and most important story I've ever covered in my career.
I'm 66 years old now. I was 46 at the time. Changed my life, 9/11.
And it's something that's always with me every day.
September 11th have reshaped my life and my career. And if somebody says, what was the most important story or the biggest story, there was that story, and there's not even a close second. I mean, that's the story of our lifetime.